Hello everyone, welcome to Maths I Can Do with teacher Kevin. And with our great tips, I'm sure you can overcome any maths obstacles that you face in no time at all. Today you are going to be watching a video conferencing lesson on the topic of fraction. So sit back, relax and enjoy the lesson.
Hello, people. We are going to try to solve this fraction question from Methodist Girls' School Preliminary Exam 2020. This type of question will confuse many students because they contain too many unknown variables. And if they're not well versed with it, they will not know how to do. So, what we're going to try to do is work out a strategy um, in order to do it effectively. And having too many opponents, like in Ali, let it be called A, Ben called B, C called Cain, D called Dan. We'll try to eliminate the opponent. Like in a war, you don't fight too many opponents at one go. You weaken yourself. So the trick is to try to deal with as minimum opponent as possible at any one time. Okay, having said that, let's see how we can do this problem. Okay, it says Ali, Ben, Cain, and Dan share a sum of money. Ali has half the total amount of money that Ben, Cain, and Dan have. Okay, so what we can do is, well, we can see that here in this box, maybe I shall write Ben is in here, and plus Cain and plus Dan. Okay, that's the first statement. And the poor Ali has only half of what Ben, Cain, and Dan has. So this is Ali, which is half of the amount. So in order to balance uh, the equation, we need Ali to have the other half. Okay, so what can we write in this case? A balance equation would be, uh, would be 2A, 2 of Ali, as you can see, would be equal to this one, B plus C plus D. Yeah? Yep. Okay, so maybe I shall call this statement number 1. Okay, so keep in mind all these statements number will be very useful for you to have a logical sequence of the events that unfold. Okay, so as for the second statement, so we have covered the first statement where Ali has half the total amount of money that Ben, Cain, and Dan have. Because of that, Ali has to have 2 boxes in order to be equivalent to the money that Ben, Cain, and Dan have. Okay, comes the second statement. Ben has 1/3 the total amount of money that Ali, okay, Ali, in this case we put Ali here, and Cain, okay, Cain, and Dan have. Okay, so if well, you can see if Ben is 1/3, Ben is a very small box, in which case, tiny box here. But to be able to be equivalent to A plus C plus D, Ben will have to have 3 boxes because 1/3. So, in order to balance the equation, Ben must have 3 boxes of Ben. Okay, so far so good. So what's the equation that we can write? We'll have to write 3 Ben would be equal to your Ali, Kane, and Dan in total. Okay, which is from here. Right. So far so good. I hope you can follow. Yeah, we'll call it statement number 2. There you are. As I mentioned, we have too many like opponents in the war. We have A, we have B, we have C, we have D. That is makes it difficult for us to do the battle or to rather solve the problem. So what we can do is we can try. You can see this problem here. You have C and D common, C and D common. Let's find a relationship between A and B first. Okay, so what we can do is we can take, like, for example, statement number 1. Let's do statement number 1 minus statement number 2 to get rid of the C and D. Okay, so let's see what we have when we do the minus. So when we do a minus, you will have, well, here 2A minus 3B on the left hand side, and that will equal to the B minus A. Okay, that means we are doing better with this guy, 2A minus 3B. And because of that, everybody has to go for battle. Everybody minus each other. B minus A. The whole idea is C minus C is gone. D minus D is gone. That is why we left on the left-hand side 2A minus 3B, left-hand side. Whereas the right-hand side, we are only left with B minus A. The C minus C and the D minus D is gone. The whole idea is eliminate some of the unwanted opponents that messed up, make our maths problem confusing. Okay, so now let's juggle and find a relationship between the A and B. In this case, we don't like to deal with negative stuff. So here we better add an A. Okay, on here so that it cancels out. When we do that, when we try to maintain a balance, we have to add an A here. Okay, not to jump the gun. Well, we can see here you have 3A minus 3B will be equal to B. Okay, so our next step is we'll try to get rid of the minus 3B plus adding a 3B on this side. And then you have to add 3B on this side to maintain the balance. So finally, what you have would be, well, this is gone. What you have is, I shall put it here because of space problem. You can see that it's 3A is equal to 4B. Okay, that's your 3A here. That's your 3A here on this side, which is here. Okay, this is gone, and this is your B plus 3B, B plus 3B, that's why it's 4B here. Okay, so yeah. So we have this statement, and in that case, I'll just divide by 4 on both sides, and you can see that 3/4 A, if you divide by 4 on both sides, you can see that you get 3/4 A is equal to B. equal to A is equal to B. Hmm. Dividing 4 on both sides. So let's call it statement number 4. Keep all this in mind. Statement number 4. Okay, let's do the next statement here where it says Cain is 1/7 of the total amount of money that Ali, Ben, and Dan have. What do you mean by that? So let's see. So, well, this is Ali plus Ben. Okay, Ben is here. Plus Dan. Okay, and Cain is only 1/7 of this total amount, meaning Cain is a rather small box. Okay, so maybe just here. All right, so we'll draw a Cain here, and it's only about supposed to be 1/7. So in order to maintain the balance, what we need is 7 boxes here. Let me try to draw them. So this method is the same as the earlier two uh, method, whereby I'm just drawing like A and A, B, B, B. I'm trying to draw 7 boxes of cane here in order to balance the total amount of the A plus B plus D. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, there are 7 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So what we can write here in that case, 7C, if you can see, would be equal to same logic as the previous way that we do. We can see that 7C is equal to A plus B plus D. Okay. So 7C is equal to A plus B plus D. All right, let us call this statement number 5. Okay, this question is like very lengthy. Some people might give halfway. Do not give up. Do them step by step. Okay, Ken? So 7C is equal to A plus B plus D. Now, what else do we know? Oh, okay. You can see like from statement number 2, if I may repeat it here, we will try to eliminate again some opponent. Okay, so this number 2 statements, as you can see, we'll try what I'm trying to find is a relationship between C and B. Okay, let's see what we can do here from statement number 2. There, I'm trying to eliminate the A and D, as you can see. Yeah, too many opponents, like I say. Okay, so we'll try to make it simple and reduce some of them and try to find some relationship now between C and B. Okay, if I call this as statement number, this is statement number 2, copied from statement number 2. Okay, now we are going to do elimination like what we did before. We will have maybe 5 minus 2. Okay, what we have to do is now do 5 minus 2, whereby we have 7C minus 3B. So we just copy this down on this side. Is 7C minus 3B. And that will equal to, well, as on this side, when the A minus the A, that's why it's gone. That's why the D minus the D is gone, but we still have a B minus C on the right hand side. That is statement 5 minus statement number 2. All right. So from here, we have to gather the C on one side, the B on one side. So we have a negative C here. We don't like to deal with negative, so we plus a C on this side, and we need to plus a C on this side to maintain the balance. So what do we have is 8C minus 3B would be equal to B on the right-hand side because this is gone. Well, finally, we have to add 3B on the left-hand side so that this will be gone. But when we do that, we have to add 3B on the right-hand side. So what do we have now? We have on this side would be equal to 4B. And we have 8C on the left-hand side. Now we have found another relationship between C and B. Well, in that case, let's divide by both sides. You will have 2C is equal to B. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Will be equal to B. So let's call this statement number 6. Yeah. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If you look at this here, this is the association of B with A, the relationship of B with A. And now I have the relationship of B with C. Okay, obviously you look at statement number 4, okay, which I write here. So you can see statement number 4, B is actually equal to, let's copy here, B is actually equal to 3/4 A. And for number 5, or number 6, statement number 6, B is actually equal to 2C. B is equal to 2C. If this is B and this is B equal to 2C and this is B equal to 3/4 A, there is only, it means that 3/4 A must be equal to 2C. We have found a relationship between now the C and the A through the common B. Okay, now if I can divide by 2 on both sides, divide by 2 on both sides, divide by 2 here and divide by 2 here. What do we have? We have C, the critical point here is 3/4 divided by 2. You may punch in your calculator if you're not sure. It will be divided by over 8. That means 3/8. So C is actually 3/8 of A. This is a very, very important clue. Well, what do we have? We know B is 3/4 A and C is 3/8 A. That means we can safely say A is made of, in units, 8 units. Because C is 3 out of 8 of A must be 8 units. C would be 3 units. Well, now, because of this important clue, we can associate here. B must be, make the denominator the same, times 2 times 2 will be equal to 6 out of, I'll put here, 6 out of 8. Well, you take a look, A is still 8 units, B will be 6 units. That is why I need to write B as 6 units. Okay? Wow, very lengthy, right? Finally, we need to associate D. It says, the question asks, what fraction uh, of the total sum does Dan have? Well, looking from statement number one, or just take it from statement number one, D is here. And that's how it is related to A, B, C, and D in this manner, okay? So I'll just take from statement number one. After knowing how many unit is A, how many unit is B, how many units C, I just replace the D to find how many units, okay? So A is 8 units. So you have 2A, you have 2 times 8 units. Well, would be equal to B. B is 6 unit. So just 6 unit. Yep. So just put in 6 unit. And C. C is just 3 unit. And we have plus D. D, we don't know how many units. We are going to find it now. Okay, so that we can put it over the total. So plus D. Yes. There you go. A little bit. Yeah. So let's try to do the equation now. So totally, what we have here would be 16 units, would be equal to, if you combine this two, is 9 units plus D. Well, um, in that case, D would just be, well, D will be minus 9 unit on this side, minus 9 unit on this side. What do you have? You have 7 units. Bingo, bingo, we hit jackpot. 7. Okay. Well, we found something interesting. 7 unit will be equal to our D. Aha. So now I found all the units. Okay, D is 7 units. Well, let me copy all these letters over here so that we can continue with the clear space. Here, we found all the units. So what is the total? The total unit will be, adding all this, will be 7 plus 3 plus 8 plus 6 will be 24 units. So now we can answer the question already. What the question wants, let me just copy this down there so that we don't have to toggle up and down. So the question asks, what fraction of the total sum of money does Dan has? So Dan has 7 unit, where the total is 24. So the answer would be, what fraction will be, Dan is 7 and the total will be 24. So the answer is 7, 24. That's your first part. And now the rest of the part will be easy because you know that Dan has $84. So I at this juncture, I'll just use my ABC method. My ABC method is explained in detail under the playlist RBAD, which is which I describe as a really bad methodology to do maths, but actually it is a really good method. The R stands for ratio, okay. B stands for balance. Okay, that's you can see I use so much balance in doing this sum. And ABC will I introduce to you now, and draw. You can see by drawing, I can understand the question much better. All right, so let's see how to apply ABC. ABC states that, well, 7 units is $84 because Dan has 7 units. We found out, which is here. All right, and it's $84 as given in this question. So how find the sum of money shared by the boys? The boys will have 24 units. Okay, so basically my ABC says you just switch around, the 24 goes up, the 7 comes down. So you just put 24 on top. Okay, 7 below. It's like a 2 steps in one. All right, and you times 84. It's actually 84 divided by 7 times 24. In which case you do 2 steps, but for us it's a quicker way, just 2 in 1. All right, so if you punch in your calculator, I think you will get yes, you'll get 288. That should be the answer. So the sum of money will be 288. Okay, so yeah, uh, I hope you can learn from this video. And if you find similar questions like that, do try out the technique. It's a step-by-step approach, and it's easy to understand. Okay, and hope you all will do well in your PSLE, and good luck. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Please give us a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And for more great tips like this, make sure to watch Maths I Can Do.